January 2021, and it is an awful day out here in the Division 2 weather-wise. I hope it's much better on your world. Well, let's take a look at the allotted loot and see what's happening in Division 2 today, Wednesday, January 2021. In DC West, Douglas and Harding. In the South is Ringer, and in the East is light machine guns. Over in the West End, we have marksmanship rifles, Federal Emergency Bunker, which is one of the Manhunt missions, Eclipse Protocol, Volgy Bottom, Foundry Bulwark, Potomac Event Center, Empress International, Roosevelt Island, one of the Manhunt missions, and also the legendary for the week is Fenris. Here's a great place to grind today. For one, it's invaded, so you can do it on invaded, then you do it on regular, and you just grind this bad boy. A lot of holsters, so that means you can get the Western holster or the waveform if you have 90. If you haven't acquired level 90 on your season yet, and you're on Xbox, look me up, BearBuyer65. I'll run this with you. We'll run through there, and if I get a waveform for you, I'll drop it for you. How's that? Sokolov Concerned, West Potomac Park, Aces and Eights at Tidal Basin, Richter and Kaiser over at Constitutional Hall, Araldi Holdings for all you marksmanship builders, DCD headquarters, also on Manhunt mission. Downtown East is one of our Magnus areas, and it's Weapon Gear. Bank headquarters is a Manhunt mission today or this week, and it is Providence Defense. So that would be a great place to grind and get your Manhunt done while it's still Providence Defense. Around the White House, Walker Harrison Co. Over in downtown East, we have Gilligard at Grand Washington Hotel Alp Summit. Over at District Union Arena, Future Initiative. Down at Federal Triangle, we have Negotiator's Dilemma. Pistols at Jefferson Trade. True Patriot at Viewpoint Museum. East Mall, we have Body Armor. Rifles at American History Museum. Knee pads at our stronghold this week, which is the Capitol Building. Air and Space Administration or Museum is Overlord Armaments. Down in Southwest is Strikers Battle Gear. Murakami Industries over there at Jefferson Trade, which is one of the invaded. Space Administration also invaded, and it is Mask. Up in Judicial Square, if you haven't done or finished the Kestrel event, go ahead and get your control points and your bounties done in that area. That is SMGs, so good chance for those backfires, Lady Deaths, and Chatterboxes to drop. Manning Zoo looks like it's going to be our seasonal daily project today, and it is Golden Gear. Coney Island Amusement Park Hardwire at the Ballpark 511 Gear. Camp White Oak Hunter's Fury, which is a very popular brand set or gear set. Pentagon is Bellstone Armory, and DARPA is gloves. Let's head over to New York and see if we need to fast travel or see if we can figure it out from here. Let's go ahead and fast travel and make sure we get that. So remember, this week is double XP. For your first 10.5 million XP you've learned, you're going to double it for everything you do. So if you do a mission that it normally pays 500,000 experience, you're going to get 1 million instead. That's going to happen for your first 15 levels or 10.5 million. So you have a real good chance to gaining some good traction if you haven't finished up your 100 levels, if you haven't used up your way to your 1,000 watch score, and I would recommend that you do that. Just in case our watch gets turned off or we go up to a different scale, you want to be as high as you can, take advantage of all the things that the watch does for you. If you're above 100 or 1,000 on your watch, highly recommend you work on your second, third, and fourth characters, because once you do, the watch on that character becomes the same as all your other characters. So you can generate all this watch levels. So if I didn't have a fourth character, I can make a fourth character. Once he got through New York, you can fast track to New York, get New York done, beat Keener, and you would have 2,477 levels to assign to that watch. Well, it takes 200 there, 200 there, 200 here, and 200 here to max everything out. So all the rest of it, the 1,677 levels, would go right here to Scavenger, and you would have 1,677 levels to assign here. So that's 1, there's 2, there's 3. You could do this. And if you only have one character and you had the watch score that I have right now, you make second, third, and fourth characters and do this with, you would not have just 1,677 scavenger tokens. You would have 1,677 levels times 3. And the other thing is, every time you gain a level at that point, you're gaining a scavenger token, not on once, but on each character. So it's like the times 4. So each account you get through New York and the level 40, you got that. So just wanted to show you that. Plus, it gave me time to stall for the to load up here, so we know what we're talking about when we're talking about the allotted loot for New York. And we have skill attachments over here in Civic Center. We have Tip of the Spear and Tombs. We have Negotiator's Dilemma and 2 Bridges. Your System Mods and Stranded Tanker. Hannah U in Financial District. Badger Tough in Wall Street. Liberty Island Petrov. Over in Battery Park we have China Light Industries. And last but not least, Pathway Park Shotguns. So that's what's going on with the allotted loot. In between, I was able to show you, one of those advantages. Make sure you use your double XP this week. Definitely get your 15 levels earned this week while it's still viable. And you'll get to be able to pay that off. So Manning Zoo is our Season Pass project. For those who bought the Season Pass, you'll be able to do this. And again, as long as you have the ×2 multiplier on there, it's going to double that amount down there. So you're going to get a bonus of 449,550 points. Double that. And you're also going to get the regular amount, whatever difficulty you run it on. So if you run it on challenging, you'll get another, with no directives on, you'll get another 269,000 some odd points plus this. That's a level ×2, because it's going to be 269,000 plus the 449,000. That's over 700,000, and it's double XP. So you're going to gain 2 levels for doing that one mission today. That's without any directives on. You throw some directives on, all 4 of the 5 directives on challenging, it's over 600,000 or 500,000, and you combine the scores together, it's going to be 1 million. ×2 is 2 million experience for doing one Season Pass project today with 4 directives on challenging. That's pretty dang good, guys. That's almost 3 levels right off the top. So if you're real close to leveling up, you're going to gain 3 levels by doing one mission. Our daily project is DCD, which is pretty good because we can do that for our manhunt anyway. And so a lot of activities in Constitutional Hall area, which is one of the areas that we need to do Magnus in. And again, if you have multiple accounts, you can do it multiple times. Even if you only have one account, you complete Magnus, you can reset it and do it again. Highly recommend that if you're going to be doing that kind of stuff, if you're doing control points and you've already done your manhunts, reset them, do them again. Get more bonus, get more reward, get more bang for your buck. So the weekly project is Grand Washington Hotel, Jefferson Center, and District Union Arena, with activities in all three areas of Downtown East, Federal Triangle, and Judicial Square. Your legendary this week is Roosevelt Island. Remember to get your 30 levels on your summit done. And your DZ project for the day is compete in 3 conflict matches, win 1 of them, and neutralize 10 agents. Now here's another thing. If you group with your clan, so you got 3 or 4 people in your clan, you go in there, and as soon as you do a conflict, you're going to get an Xbox achievement, unless you've already done it. Also, the first time you win a conflict match, you'll get an Xbox achievement. So there's some reasons to go in there, even if you don't like PvP, even if you don't subscribe to it. You got some daily projects, you got some Xbox achievements to do. Jump in there and check it out. And it's a good way to practice your skills, check out your PvP builds, stuff like that. Our weekly is extraction from the south, east, west, and neutralize 10 agents. So that's your projects. Let's jump over the seasons. And here I am going to show you these on the seasons. When you jump over here, Magnus is the only activity that's open this week, or active. And remember, he'll stay active throughout the year, throughout the season, which is half over. So as you can see, we've already maxed out our bonus for our account. My account, I've already got more than 10.5 million experience yesterday. So no more extra experience for me. That's already tapped out. It's already done. And so again, you just press X when you're on Magnus to see that X. And if your bar isn't all filled up, you're still getting double XP. So Magnus is over here in Downtown West, Constitutional Hall, West End, a bounty in each one of those, and 8 control points to finish. Then you need to do Bank Headquarters, DCD, Federal Emergency Bunker, and Roosevelt Island, all before the end of the year. Now, we're going to get Cirque here in 2 weeks and 5 days. So I highly recommend you get these 3 done, because as soon as Cirque shows up, you kill Cirque. If you got the other ones done, then you can go ahead and go get Fei Lao. And that's going to show you what's going on. And then you're going to be in endgame. And you're going to get that thing right over there in the corner, Achilles Pulse. And I already know with the PTS, when it was around, you go with that and put that on like a marksmanship build. Wow, the numbers go astronomical. There were content creators that were claiming to hit for 130 million with the Nemesis and the Headhunter and Achilles Pulse and all that stuff added in there. It was just wrecking people. And maybe that's the way we make the raid easier again. Speed run it. One-shot people again. Don't know. We'll have to find out. But if you don't want to waste, or you don't want to lose that ability, make sure you get these done. These manhunts done. So as soon as she pops up, or he or she pops up in 2 weeks and 5 days, you can get her done as soon as possible. Then you can go after Fei Lao, and you'll see the end of the season, the end of year 2, and you'll know that. Now after this video, we're also going to be coming out with some of the news video on what was happening with the state of the game today as well. So some of the news that's coming out, we'll be popping that off too. So after you've done your manhunt, again, it's the only seasonal activity that's going on right now. You still can work on your stuff for your clan if you're in a good clan. If you're not, there's a lot of them out there. Jump on a Discord. There's always people. Jump on the internet. Jump on Facebook. There's always people recruiting to join their clan, and there's no reason not to be clanless. Now, some clans will tell you if you join our clan, you're going to need to have to run a raid, you know, X amount of times, or you need to have this, you need to have that. Check out and see how the requirements is for your clan. But there's clans out there that would just love to have a body instead of an empty space there. So that's what's going on in Division 2 today. Remember to keep working on getting your resources up for your calibration station, and when you get close, you know, knock them down, you know, because you know, meaning use them up. If you got these maxed out here, down here, so this one's almost maxed out. I'm going to go in there and knock that down a little bit, the protective fabric, so when I go out here and grind and I break down any kind of gear, it's going to give me protective fabric, and within like 2 or 3 that I break down, I'm going to be maxed out. So it's just going to be wasted if I don't break this down and knock this down. The filament fiber for breaking down attachments is full up. So again, I'm going to go in here and knock those down. I'll show you that real quick, not take up too much time. Again, if you need to go, or you just came here to see the lot of loot, I understand that. See how these are built up? See the numbers there? So we'll use the holster, and we'll knock that down 1, 2. It kind of knocks down those numbers. You can see we're out of polycarb to do it again. We can jump down here. We got looking up at the top, we don't have a lot of black suns, but we need there. We have a number of cleaners. Kind of need some hyenas. We definitely need the Rikers, so we'll use Rikers. Knock that down a little bit. Our numbers are down. It uses 100 printer filaments at a time. So our steel's real high, maxed out on here on the True Sun, so we'll hit that once. There you go. Now you can, we'll just hit that one real quick. There we go. Our printer filament's down to 0 again. So if you break down 30 attachments, you're going to have that back up to 300, and it's time to come in here and knock it down again. Now remember, if you're over 1,000 levels, or you have these items on your watch here, the scavenger tokens, you can use those up to level any of this stuff up. So you can, there's 50, there's another 50 there. This is Bear Essentials. I am Bear Byers. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you in the grind. I hope some of these tips and tricks along the way have helped you out. I hope you've enjoyed the looking through the lot of loot. Again, Lincoln Memorial, always a great place to grind, but today 3 chances for 3 different exotic holsters. So if you need any of the exotic holsters, it'd be good to run in there. DCD headquarters, any of the Manhunt for Magnus places would be a great place to grind. The bank headquarters, DCD, all those, and you may drop some exotics out of that as well to give away. Now here at our channel, we're at 240 exotics given away this year, and we are wanting that number to go higher. We're trying to get to 250 before the end of the week. We set that goal last week, but we knew it was pretty ambitious to even try. So that's the end of the program, and we'll see you tomorrow.